On the morning of April 21st, 2016, a man walks up to the front door of one of Minnesota's landmark sites, Paisley Park, the home of Prince. His name is Andrew Kornfeld, and he's the son of a prominent rehab therapist in California, on his way to treat Prince.
Andrew Kornfeld is put on a red-eye from California to the Twin Cities. He wants to talk to Prince and see if he can convince Prince to get clean off the opiates that he seems to be on.
But even as Kornfeld waits inside Paisley Park to meet Prince, in an almost Shakespearean tragedy, the 57-year-old superstar's dead body is found on the floor next to an elevator.
That's the thing that breaks your heart. Prince almost got the help he needed, but he didn't.
What is the address of the emergency?
Please come now. My daughter's unconscious.
It's the sound of sheer panic.
How old is she?
16. Sophia! Sophia! She's on her back. Please hurry.
Got them on the way.
It was a quiet afternoon near Boulder, Colorado, when Ryan Christoph finds his then 16-year-old daughter, Sophia, barely breathing.
Hold on. I think it might be. Hold on. Up here! Up here!
Upstairs?
Cohen sprinting up the stairs and into Sophia's bedroom.
What is her name?
Sophia!
Let me take over CPR. Sir, does she use narcotics?
Sophia's father telling him he doesn't think so. He only knows of her smoking a little weed. But Officer Cohen's experience told him otherwise.
Lincoln 21, slight pulse, and Narcan administered.
As the approaching ambulance gets closer, the Narcan kicks in.
She breathing? She's breathing, yes, sir.
Sophia had taken a Percocet that came from a drug dealer, not knowing it was laced with fentanyl.
I felt stupid that I should have known, especially with my own history. And it's not like I think, oh, she's terrible because she did those things, or my girl would never do that. I just didn't think she was doing that.
Officers, like Sergeant David Cohen, are on the front lines day after day. And this time, he saves Sophia from becoming yet another statistic. But she still bears the weight of her brush with death.
That's been a very big part. Like the guilt that comes with I see firsthand the effects it had on everybody. Being here thinking like, damn, all these kids are out here overdosing and never coming back. And I'm the one that came back. Like, why me?
If someone were to watch this video, what do you want them to know? And what do you want them to take away from it?
First of all, I want them to know more about Sophia than just this video. And that's a moment in her life, but that's not who she is. I would want people to see that it can happen to even someone like Sophia, even their daughter, even their son, even people you think is the least likely to happen to. It can happen.
All right.
Yeah, there he comes.
All right, hit him with the sternum rub.
Yeah.
You.
Wait.
You. It takes a second. You. Nah, it's not the water. It's just got to wait for it to kick in. He's breathing, so he should be all right in a few seconds.
Yeah, if you need to hit him with that second one, he'll jump right up.
Right.
See you guys. Yeah. Hit him with that one if you need to, okay?
Scary.
Thank you so much, man. You saved his life.
Don't thank me, man. That's what I'm supposed to do.
What, you got a TV show?
Yes, sir.
This shit ain't no joke down here, man.
You got money
the
in
second
your pocket,
time.
you have money in your pocket. Make sure your money's in your pocket. I know
It's not a.
Might drop it.
Nah, he looked out, man.
You got it? Oh, you gave.
How did you find me?
Somebody told me it was somebody dead around the corner. That's how I found you.
That was me yelling. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard
Please
you.
help. Please
I'm
help.
done,
Please
man.
help. Please help. Thank you so much.
Philly Streets Talk. Philly Streets Talk. T, what up? Philly Streets Talk. Rich, what up? Mo, what's up? Philly Streets Talk. 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 Philly streets. Philly streets talk. Philly streets talk. T, what up? Philly streets talk. Rich, what up? Mo, what's up? Philly streets talk. 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 I'm out the truck.
I just want to show you all the wrinkles are going away. As I push up, look at that. I have no more droopy eye. Oh, and I push the skin up my, oh, that feels amazing. I don't want to do this side of my face so you can see the difference. But look at that. Oh. I'm pushing the skin up. You know, I'm folding the skin. There's another spot where there's a pinched nerve. It popped this morning. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, I was like choking. I was like being strangled. And as I push the skin out, staph comes out. Brown stuff comes out of my cheek. Look at that. There's no blood, by the way. Like this on my finger, this is all staph. Look, that's not blood. That's all brown staph. I mean, look at my face. Look at these eyes. Look at the bags here. Look at the side of the face. Look at that. You can see right here. That's a nerve. Look at that nerve. I mean, look at that. And then look at this. This side of my face. I look so rested and fresh. I have like no wrinkles. I had wrinkles before on this side and droopy eyes, and now, look at that. Look like I had a facelift.
It's a drug 50 times more potent than heroin, and doctors say just touching it can send you to the emergency room.
As a mom of a kid that died just wanting to experiment, I wish I could just shake you and tell you and make it real for you. But I don't know how to do that. I won't be there when you're faced with these decisions. I know that if he knew the effects of his passing, it would crush him. He never intended for me to find him on his bedroom floor. He never intended for his dad to administer CPR, trying to save his life while we were waiting for the paramedics. Alex didn't intend for me to see him wheeled away on a stretcher and put into an ambulance. Alex had no intentions of me seeing him lying on a stainless steel table covered with a sheet with only his head showing.
If you knew about it, why would you even risk it, sweetheart? You knew it. Why did you make that bad decision? Who knows? Those are things that you'll never answer. We're just trying to prevent it from happening to somebody else.
The people who make this stuff, who are putting the fentanyl and everything, they have one goal: to get you hooked. Fentanyl is highly, highly addictive. They're going to trick you into thinking you're getting something you're not. to take you down that rabbit hole, to get you hooked on fentanyl and have you become an addict. Because to them, you're a customer and you'll be a returning customer at that point. One of those times, you're gonna get enough fentanyl to kill you. In an instant, my life was changed forever. My last memory of my daughter is of her being wheeled out on a gurney. I saw my daughter brought into this world, and I saw her leave this world. I have 4 daughters and a beautiful wife. Every time we take a family picture, I don't see who's there, I see who's missing. It's an odd feeling to looking forward to dying, because you know that's when your heart will be made whole again. Alex would have never wanted this. Don't do it to your parents.
The end of the world at the palm of my hand. If you can't come with me, I'll understand.
It was March 31st. And that evening was one of the most special evenings we had had in a long time. I told him to come downstairs. And I wanted to hug him. I don't know why. And he came down the stairs and he hugged me and he said, "Dad, I'm so sorry for all the things that I had put you through in the past." And I said, "Don't worry about it, Daniel. You're just a kid and you're just learning, but you're going places. You got a great future coming ahead of you. I'm just so proud of you. You have no idea." All right, Dad, good night. Love you. Good night, son. I love you too. See you tomorrow morning. Next day, about 8 o'clock in the morning, when I walked into his room, he was in a lying position facing up against the headboard with his hands over his chest. And I saw his eyes. He had a little blue on top of his lips. I screamed at the very top of my lungs, "Daniel! Daniel! My only child." I couldn't protect them. My son is gone. It wasn't supposed to be this way. He was supposed to graduate from high school this year. If you love yourself, if you respect yourself, if you love life, you have a choice. Because it is between life or death. This is no joke. You can and will die. How do I know this? I can tell you that I've met thousands upon thousands upon thousands of parents nationwide. I wish somebody had sat me down and had this talk with me about what fentanyl does to people. I didn't get that chance. You do.
People just so commonly think that it will not happen to them. I'm talking about great people, nice people, cool people, intelligent people with big plans for the future, big potential. Gone because of one choice they didn't know would end their life. One choice is all it takes. If you don't believe that, I guarantee you, at this point, there was someone very similar to you who wished they could be here right now to look into the camera and look into your eyes and say, "Don't do it. Please don't do it. Please, I wish I wouldn't have done it. Don't do it. Don't risk your life. So my question for you is, are you going to listen? Or will it be your family and your friends holding your picture, wishing they could have been there to tell you?
This is my son, Alexander. He died at 14 years old from fentanyl poisoning.
This is our daughter, Jessica. She was 29 years old when she was killed by fentanyl.
This is my daughter, Alex. She was murdered at 20 years old by a drug dealer who sold her a counterfeit pill made of fentanyl.
This is my son, Daniel Joseph Puerta Johnson, killed at the age of 16 by illicit fentanyl.
This is my son.
Philly streets talk. Philly streets talk. T, what up? Philly streets talk. Rich, what up? Mo, what's up? Philly streets talk. Philly streets talk.
Cry, Abba Father, in my weary soul. The enemy is camped about me. He's trying to take control. But I can feel your hands on me, telling me to be still. For it is not by my works, it's in His will. Can I make you whole? Will you trust in me? Good will come for those who love the Lord. Long suffering and love, our Father sets us free to worship Him in all adversity. Somewhere in the heaven, a battle's going on. A war is raging for a soul that the Lord has called home. Can you hear His voice? He's calling from the cross. Will you make that choice and let Jesus have it all? Can I make you whole? And will you trust in me? Good will come for those who love the Lord. Long suffering and love, our Father sets us free to worship Him in all adversity.